what the fuck? What's that all about? And then you watch it a second, third time, and you're like, oh shit, oh shit, and then you get all excited because you figured it out. And I thought that was like such a big fuck up on their part to take that out of the film. Like, I mean, I know it's there on the deleted scenes, but it pissed me off. Another fucking one that pissed me off is the deleted scene from Back to the Future 1 when the neighbor comes to the door selling George McFly the peanut brittle, which completely explains George's personality and why he's sitting there like a fucking retard eating peanut brittle.
Yeah.
You know, if for those of you out there who don't know what I'm talking about, it's obviously when George is watching The Honeymooners, he's laughing, watching The Honeymooners, and he's sitting there eating a big bowl of peanut brittle. And I remember watching this as a kid, just going, why the hell is he eating a fucking bowl of peanut brittle? There's a deleted scene where a neighbor comes over and his kid is selling peanut brittle for the school, and they don't even ask. They just go, hey, George, my kid's selling peanut brittle for the school. I put you down for a case. Is that all right?
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, I don't know. And he's just like, all right, thanks, George. And then as they're walking away, he goes, you see, I told you we don't only have to go to one house, you know? And it said so much about who George was as a character. And I was like, why the fuck didn't they leave that in the movie? It's 30 seconds, and it totally brings you into who George McFly is.
And you know what another deleted scene is? The hair dryer, because
yeah,
you know when Marty McFly goes to scare his dad into taking Lorraine to the dance, and he says, I'm Darth Vader, I'm gonna melt your brains. He uses like a hair dryer at one time, and some people have asked, I think it was a question toward Bob Gale saying, you know, hair dryers weren't around then or something, and of course there was a deleted scene where the hairdryer actually ends up in the DeLorean, and it actually does go back in time with them, and Doc Brown makes some kind of comment about it.
Yeah, let's go to Christian in Canada. He thinks Back to the Future.
Okay.
Christian, what? What?
Hey, what's up?
Hi. I wanted to call and say that Back to the Future 3 is my favorite one.
Why?
That's interesting, yeah.
Well, it's just such a good movie.
Oh, yeah.
Wow, dude, that was great, man.
No, that's cool. That's
James,
always
what's your
interesting.
favorite? Is it 1 or 2?
Well, my favorite's 1 all the way.
Yeah.
But no, it's totally interesting. If someone likes 3, I have nothing against that.
Look,
but
3, it's part. I mean, look, it's a trilogy, so you have to accept it as part of the Back to the Future experience.
Why is it that people don't like it?
Because
people
it's
don't
the Old
like
West?
it. Well,
that the
was
only reason?
one thing that made it like a black sheep.
Because
I think.
of Jules and Verne at the end? Is that why?
Well,
Flying Train?
I think
yes,
it is.
Flying Train. Flying Train fucks it up for a lot of people.
That was
right?
pretty bad. But we also had a ZZ Top cameo in there.
Yeah, that was a great cameo. ZZ Top.
Yeah, some kick-ass music too, right? Bueno, they're all fucking dead. It was so sad.
This first
invention of the frisbee.
Talk to Corey.
Yeah.
Corey, what's up, dude?
Hey.
Hello?
Corey, what's up?
Hey, you know, one thing when I went and saw both those 2 and 3 in the movie theater, and this is one thing, I was 14 years old at the time, I thought of this right away. When they go back in number 3 and Marty's sitting there, and I didn't even make the connection with the other DeLorean should be there too, but how come Doc Brown, with all his genius, couldn't make gasoline from crude oil?
Interesting. So you're saying because he had the
Why could he make a time machine that ran on eggs and not make gasoline?
Yeah, really.
Fires.
He knows the fucking beer in there.
Well, didn't he fix it up with when he got the hover conversion stuff? He has the
Mr. Fusion.
thing.
Hello.
Yeah. So I guess eventually he did it, but no, that's a good point too.
No, well, that actually that is weird, because they had to get up to 88 miles an hour, and he had, weird.
Yeah, he had 3 colored logs.
He couldn't just take some crude oil? I mean, they obviously had to grease the wheels on the train. You know?
Yeah.
Corey, you're asking ridiculous questions. I mean, at the same time, why don't you just ask?
I know, but I thought of that one. You guys come up with these conundrums.
Well,
yeah.
Dude, the guy fucking built a fucking an ice box. The whole thing it just made one ice cube. Like, why didn't you take all that time and effort and resources and do something with that fucking car? Get back to your own time, you asshole!
Why couldn't you get some fucking gasoline?
So you know what? The more we talk about Back to the Future, I think the more I fucking hate it.
You know, I have
Thanks,
one other.
Doc Brown from 1985, after all.
What's that?
It was the Doc Brown from the age of automobiles, after all.
That's
true.
right. That is right.
That is true. Thanks, Corey.
Hey, there's one other
All right,
detail in Part 3 that always stuck out to me. Was that, of course, I mention this in the videos like all the time and everything, but it's like my little thing that I noticed one time on my own, and I was like, oh, hey, that when Marty is going when Marty is going back to the Old West, and he's getting dressed up in all that cowboy gear, and he's like, man, Clint Eastwood never wore anything like this, and Doc's like, who? He's like, oh, yeah, that's right, you haven't heard of him yet. As Marty says that line, he points to the wall, and of course they're in like a drive-in like movie theater, and right on the wall is a poster of Revenge of the Creature and Tarantula, and those were two of Clint Eastwood's first movies that he was in. He had like little parts in them. So I think just the fact that that happened, and it showed that Marty was a little bit of a film buff to know that, I think that was a pretty cool little detail in the third movie.
I never even picked up on that.
Not many people
You're watching fucking Back to the Future
way too fucking hard, dude. Frame by frame.
Yeah. Frame by frame. I mean, I thought we on the show were fucking nuts about Back to the Future. I never fucking thought of that movie.
How about
That's what we do.
Back to the Future 2, James? What'd you think of Biff's reality, Biff's future? Like when Biff was in control, like what Hill Valley became?
That whole Hill Valley revolved around Biff. Like he was like the
it was like hell
fucking,
there.
He was like the coming of
Hell Valley.
He was like Hell Valley.
Pro like toxic waste and shit like that. Like who's pro toxic
Oh
waste?
man,
Yeah.
it was great. Like you see every part of Biff you possibly could. You see him as
Old
like
man.
an old man, and he's
Kid,
like,
yeah.
you know, so many different forms of Biff. You know,
He really made that movie, and like it pisses me off that Tom Wilson is such a fucking hokey cunt. Like he just travels, the fucking world playing that awful Back to the Future song that answers all the questions. And he was so good in those films, and like he never really did.
He does like pop culture paintings and shit now. But I like his song that he did.
the Biff song. Yeah, it's
that's
great.
pretty funny.
Yeah.
How great is it when he's like, two McFlys with the same gun? I'll laugh hysterically every time I watch that.
What's your name, dude? Hey, what do you think?
Get the hell out of my
would
car,
be,
man.
what would be the fate of, like, say you could actually, I mean, it's impossible, it's not going to happen, but say you could actually do Back to the Future 4, hypothetically, like, what would happen in that movie? Like, how could
Well,
it
obviously
even,
Michael
like,
J. Fox couldn't be in it.
Yeah, but say like they
Christopher
could,
Lloyd probably could.
Well, he could be in it. He just wouldn't be able to get anything into the Mr. Fusion.
No, actually, they should just do a whole movie about the Doc and just call the movie The Doc. Because then it could be a spin-off and not even have anything to do with the series.
It wouldn't be the Back to the Future 4 then. It would just be the Doc.
In other words, I think Back to the Future 4 is almost like a paradox. It can't happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, because I interviewed Bob Gale, writer of Back to the Future series. I asked him if there was going to be a Back to the Future 4. No way.
Yeah,
No way. But what would it even be? I would imagine probably, and this is like a jump the shark moment, I suppose, but it would probably be a prequel.
Yeah,
in my imagination.
I think the only possible thing was like the way they're doing the new Ghostbusters game is they could make a Ghostbusters video game with the characters, get them to do the actual voices. That's about the only thing I can think of.
And it's funny because that has actually been successful to a point in the past. Like one of my favorite movies of all time is The Thing, 1982, John Carpenter. It's a great fucking flick. And they put that game out for Xbox, PlayStation, The Thing, and like I'm thinking, all right, well, it probably follows the storyline of the movie, but it was like a sequel, and it actually kicked ass as a sequel.
It's sort of like a remake and a sequel. It's interesting.
Yeah, so it could totally work. I mean, if they did it right, it could definitely work. But you'd have to get the right developers in there and everything.
Yeah.
Like that. And the chances of everything coming together like that are fucking.
It would probably be horrible.
Slim and none. What do we got going on
anyway,
there, James?
why don't we do top 10 bad guys? This is one of my videos I did.
Dude.
Top 10 baddest bad guys.
Now, what are we talking bad guys? Are we talking like bosses in video games? Are we talking just bad guys, movies, TV?
Movie villains.
Villains.
But this is an unpredictable top 10, I have to say. But it's all about the movie villains that are just badass or just bad, whichever way you look at it.
All right, man, let's start.
In movies, we usually root for the heroes, but sometimes it's the bad guys that steal the show. Making a top 10 list of the greatest movie villains is no easy task, nor would it be easy to make a top 100, because there's so many to pick from. Darth Vader, Hannibal, the Wicked Witch, Norman Bates, Khan, and even Dr. Evil. So, let's take a different approach and go for the villains that I find to be the most badass, or you might just say plain bad. This is Top 10 Baddest Bad Guys. Number 10, let's get it started off right. Cesar Romero's Joker in Batman the movie.
Friends, make peace. Have a shake on me.
He's like a crazy version of Ronald McDonald. He doesn't even shave his mustache for the makeup. Now that's bad.
A joke a day keeps the gloom away.
Coming up next for number 9.
Well, hang on. Before we even hit 9,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, what about Nicholson's Joker? Or does it not hold up?
No, I mean, they're all great. Cesar Romero I think he needed some recognition because so many people are talking about Nicholson and Ledger. It was kind of like,
well, it's
what about the other Joker?
Bad guys, though.
It's the baddest bad guys. It's like he painted over his mustache and he's just
okay.
You know,
Wait, all right. See, I think I was taking this whole subject the wrong way. I thought we were talking about like the baddest ass.
Yeah.
Bad guys.
Well,
but
it's
we're
either
just
way.
Talking about the cheesiest,
Yeah,
right?
They're cheesy. They're, you know.
Over the top.
All right. Well, then, yeah. Then that fits perfect.
Okay, all right.
All right, number 9.
It's Gozer, the Ghostbusters' worst nightmare. What is Gozer? Is it a man, a woman? Well, it can be whatever it wants.
Are you a god?
It'd be a giant slur.
No. Then.
Now, you don't fuck with that. That's bad.
Yeah, why is Gozer in the fucking fridge anyway?
Oh, you mean when it's, it's Gozer and, Zool.
Yeah, Zool.
I like man. What are you talking about?
Peter Venkman comes in and he opens up the fridge. He's like, oh my God. It's like, look at all this junk food.
You know what always bugged me? And since we're talking about Ghostbusters, but just Ghostbusters 2 and the ooze.
Yeah.
Like, I never thought...
The blob.
I was trying to like break it down and be like, all right, is Ghostbusters 2 a good movie?
I think
I just don't know.
all I can say is like, oh man, I thought it was going to be He-Man.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought it was gonna.
But like when Sigourney Weaver is gonna give little Oscar the bath, and that's fucking. It just starts looking like a fucking just one cylindrical log of shit just coming out nonstop and filling up that, like, it's just something about that, and then the whole painting and fucking.
I don't know when Yanov when he has that basket with the baby and he's like a ghost. I'm like, I don't know about this movie.
You know, here's my whole take on Ghostbusters 2 is that I think they took the same script from Ghostbusters 1 and then just changed certain things in it. So some of it works here and there, but a lot of it is like, okay, you're just making the same movie again. And Home Alone 2 did the same thing. It was like, okay, we'll just make the same exact movie over again, but let's just like take little conventions from the first movie and then just turn them into something new.
It's not even that. It's just like, I don't even know if the ideas that they had for Ghostbusters 2, like, I don't even know if they're good or bad ideas. Like, I guess the idea of, like, mood slime and, like, slime that reacts to, like, emotion, like, that's kind of cool in a way, but at the same time, like, it's fucking retarded.
It's like, hey, I love you, man. Like this slime is making me feel good, man.
And the fucking dancing toaster and shit. Like, and I'll sit there, and Ghostbusters 2 will be on, and I'll be like, oh, Ghostbusters 2. And I'll sit there and I'll watch it, and I'm like, I watched this movie like 35 times, and it sucks. Why do I keep watching this fucking movie?
And you know, I also like how they completely destroyed the Statue of Liberty just by having it walk. It's like they use this symbol of, like, liberty, and they have it walk and fight this slime thing, and then they just leave it out there, and you just see it laying there, and you're like, okay, like...
They control it with the NES Advantage.
They control it with the NES Advantage. Of course, when I was reviewing the Ghostbusters games as the Angry Nerd, I was... playing that statue scene with the NES Advantage, because how could you not?
That's a good touch.
Yeah.
Dude.
All right. What are we at? Number
I think
7?
we're up to 8.
8?
Yeah, let's see.
Number 8's going to be Moko from El Mariachi. He's always clean, wearing white, and he treats his henchmen like shit.
Kind of an uncommon film.
Now that's serious. Now it really makes this guy an A+ assholes when he shoots the mariachi's hand so he can't play guitar anymore.
Tu guitarrita. Pues ya no.
That's not fair. This guy is definitely a bad motherfucker. Number 7.
Well, let's stop right there.
All right.
I don't know.
Are you familiar with El Mariachi, Dan?
Dude, I've seen it. I have the trilogy. I don't know. It's not something that that gets a lot of replay in my DVD player.
What does that film mean to you, James?
They all mean something different. I actually am not a fan really of Once Upon a Time in Mexico. I just think that one kind of missed the mark for me personally. I liked El Mariachi because I read Robert Rodriguez's book, Rebel Without a Crew, and that actually inspired me to get into filmmaking, where the movie itself on its own isn't that great, but this whole story behind how he made it is what is so great. And the second one, Desperado, that one's just